Hello! Rocket
And hello!
We're jumping straight into this one. Hello, I am EddCase.
And I'm OddyC, and welcome to the ESL Go4RocketLeague North America Cup number 15. I nailed that one.
Well done.
It's such a long name to try and get right
They need to think up a shorter name, or at least a shorter way of saying it.
Welcome to ESL.
ESL, number 15. Last time we were here, it was number 11. So we've missed a few in between times, but we've been keeping up on what's going on. So hopefully we should be able to give you a really good rundown of everything that's been going on.
Indeed. So, what is the game that we have going on today?
Right now we have Apollo 11 versus...
I believe it's RLA Shockwave.
That's right.
It is a relative unknown. We know Apollo 11. We chose them as our first team to cast because they are actually seeded number 1 in this tournament. And we remember them from last time we casted, don't we?
Exactly. Well, they got to the final, didn't they? They were very good at applying the pressure. So we'll see if we're going to get any more of that pressure in this match here. Have you joined the lobby yet?
Yes, I have.
You.
I believe they're waiting for Prime Thunder.
I see, of
see him in
course.
there, so...
Yeah, I can't see him there, so... Yeah, we saw some good stuff from Prime Thunder last time, as well as his teammates, in fact. So who was it on that team? It was Prime Thunder, Azzy...
Hold on, I'll get it up for you.
Not often I hear that from my own brother, but...
Apollo 11 is... Oh, the other one is Husky, of course.
Right, so he's not here either, unless he's changed his name. Maybe he's Funny Guy.
Maybe. Well, we'll shortly find out. They must be waiting for someone, because who have we got here? Other than the two of us, we are missing... Oh, hold on a second. They are all here. So...
Have they changed their names? I'm really confused. Well, I'm gonna actually hit spectate and go into the match, and we'll see if they start.
Indeed.
A little bit confused about what's going on, but we will know shortly. So this promises to be another interesting ESL. I say that because we've had some team lineup changes recently that a few people have actually been talking about. We have the big one, Gambit, has left Kings of Urban, and they've moved over to Swarm Gaming, so he's now playing on the EU, and it looks like we're actually starting right now.
Indeed, there's the good luck, have fun from Espeon. Let's have a look at who's in the teams, just for peace of mind.
Yeah.
So, Azzy, Sinta, and Espeon, I don't know which is which. Which one's Prime Thunder? Is it Espeon, or are they playing with
subs? Is it?
Subs?
Or...
I'm not sure. We're just going to have to call them by the names that we see them here.
Exactly. Maybe we'll be able to recognize them from their style of play.
Indeed. Alright, so, as the game gets underway, there are no very quick goals yet, which is always quite nice to see. And it looks like it is a little bit dangerous. The blue team is putting the pressure on... the names have thrown me off. I can't remember who's who.
Shockwave.
Okay, Shockwave is orange.
Yes.
Alright, great.
Okay,
Shockwave is orange.
Wow.
And Apollo is blue. Great.
Since just... Oh, God, that's going to be a goal.
Straight in.
That was perfectly lined up. Very fast across the net, but it was very equal to it. Sorry, who was that? It was Funny Guy.
Yeah,
they skipped it just before he hit it in. Come on. Oh, well, we will follow Funny Guy now. We definitely want to see what he's up to.
Alrighty, so that was Sinta going up for the kickoff there. Espeon tries to tap it away from Crouch, but Crouch is getting a nice little center there. There's no one to follow it up.
Prime Thunder and Husky are not playing, I've just been informed.
Ah.
So it is actually a new team. Oh, that's very interesting. I've just been saying how interesting it is that we've got a completely different lineup for so many teams.
That's also looking very dangerous. Espeon, was that Actually, that looked like a normal aerial. I thought for a second that was a reverse aerial there. Reverse aerial defense.
Espeon? Was that a normal aerial? Good grief.
Ooh,
perfectly set up. Funny
Everyone
guy.
missing the ball, it hits the post, and Espeon is there. Azzy is a little bit... I'm not sure that maybe the communication was a little bit off, seeing as these players may not play as much together.
Exactly.
And it looks like it's a little bit of a ricochet battle over there in the blue half.
Yeah. Funny Guy is tipping it back in, but Azzy comes up.
And Espeon went for that as well. We've got multiple people from the blue team going up at once. They need to trust each other a bit more, I think. Otherwise, that might well end up in a few goals.
Yeah, indeed.
Or the other team's way, rather.
Oh, that is so close to the goal. Can anyone put it in? They can. Sinter actually gets the last hit on that one, so we will swap over to him. But that bounced in front of the goal so much before it went in. That was just scary.
Oh, Funny Guy got so close to saving that there, and Adepto at the very end, but just tipped it in. I think that was actually a pool shot, technically.
Thank you to Adepto there for being the only one who didn't skip.
Well, as long as one person does it. But all too often they forget. Oh, that was very close to a goal immediately there. Sinter hits it off the back of his car to save it.
Yeah, that was so close.
Ooh, Funny Guy hits it. I'm not sure if that was purposefully towards his own goal, and Adepto just misses the aerial. Crouch is trying to give a little bit of breathing space on hitting it up the side there, but that is again looking very dangerous off the backboard, and again off the backboard.
Sinter goes up there, does the spin in the air to almost get a reverse aerial. That would have been fantastic to see.
And are we getting... Oh, I was expecting someone from Shockwave to come in there. The ball was just hanging in midfield, waiting. It was tantalizingly waiting for someone to hit it up there towards the blue half.
So, yeah, we were saying that we wanted to come here and watch Apollo straight away because it was, it's a team we knew. They got to the final in the previous one that we cast, but it's practically an entirely different team.
Yeah, indeed. Ooh, quite the ricochet there, an aerial sandwich.
An aerial sandwich.
And Espion, if he'd hit that, that might well have been a goal. That was a lovely little attempted... Well, it would have been a lovely angle if he'd actually managed to get contact with that.
That was a lovely clear by Azzy there. I think we're actually going to switch to him now because that was fantastic. He came flying towards his own goal from the halfway line just to get a tiny tap to knock the ball to the side. That was very, very good.
Crouch trying to hit it upfield there, but Azzy is just a constant midfield presence. He's constantly trying to keep the ball in the blue half, which is exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, indeed.
Espion again. I think both teams are actually... Oh dear, I was about to say, they're both providing quite a good defence there, but that could have been a very vital miss.
It could have been, yeah.
Side from, was it Crouch? I'm not sure.
The goal is left open there. Can Funny get there?
Open.
Funny Guy couldn't quite get back. We'll see how close he got there, Funny Guy's perspective right now.
Or not.
No, we won't. Come on, guys.
You know, the only person left watching was Funny Guy, and you can understand why he wouldn't want to see it.
Oh, no.
Wonderful by Espion. He just lifted it up onto his roof and carried it past... Well, Crouch was already out of position. He carried it past Adepto and then just flung it into the net. There was no one there to stop it.
Yeah, and they clearly didn't want to stick around to watch that one. Looks like Blue Team is just starting to run away with it now, Apollo 11. But 1 minute to go, 2 goals to get. That's possible.
That's definitely possible. Although, there we go. Funny Guy in a tactical explosion there. That just creeps its way in.
Wow.
Exploded.
That was Epsilon coming in and...
Adepto exploding Espion there. Yeah. Wow, that was fortunate. That was really a really good strategic explosion.
It really was. So now, only 1 goal difference with 40 seconds to go.
Oh, wow. I got a bit of lag there. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, indeed.
Just a completely open goal for Azzy there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there because we had a little bit of lag, but I'm not entirely sure how... Yeah, Epsilon must have just missed that ball. So on our screens, it practically looked like he hit it.
Yeah.
But that just left everything open. So now
Azzy with a strong hit there. Straight towards Crouch, but Crouch luckily held his nerve, and he's actually bringing it onto the other side here. I think the Oranges are really trying to put on the pressure at the very end here. They really need to as well.
Indeed.
2 goals in 16 seconds.
Even if they can't get it, what they really want to do now is apply the pressure and try and get another goal, just like that. In fact, 1 goal to get and in 11 seconds, it can be done. It certainly can be done.
Definitely. I think Azzy was a little bit frozen there. He was just in the wrong position. You see him on one side of the goal there.
Yeah.
He only had a little bit of the goal to defend.
But even if they can't pull that back, getting that 1 goal is just what they needed in that moment, because that proved to them that they can score against this different Apollo 11 team.
Indeed, and this is looking very dangerous. This is dangerous as it could possibly be at this time. It is stoppage time right now.
And it's still dangerous.
I think Sinter is just going to...
Sinter lands on top of the ball then to shove it down. So that is 1 point to the Blues.
Indeed, 1 point to Apollo 11. And, I would have expected exactly that result in the first match, but I had no idea that this was almost a completely different Apollo 11. So, yeah, we might as well not know anything about these two teams because I certainly don't know much about Aftershock. No, not Aftershock. I know a lot about Aftershock. Not about Shockwave. So,
Indeed.
we'll have to see what happens.
We will indeed. It certainly seems like the this new Apollo 11 team are piling on the pressure, just like we saw last time with their full normal team. Oh dear!
Oh, bad.
Case in
deflection
point.
there.
From the very beginning, it's only 6 seconds in, and they've already scored a goal. They've just been really, really piling it on.
Yeah, that was a lovely wall hit from Azzy.
Really
and
nice
Espeon
indeed.
managing to get the perfect hit straight over the top of the defenders.
So that is exactly what Shockwave didn't want to happen. but
Oh,
that is-
funny guy. That was such a close call. Espeon with a wonderful save. Just got the tip to it there.
Yeah, that was exceptionally close.
Wow. It could have been 1-1 in less than 15 seconds of the match.
Yeah, indeed. Well, that's bouncing up kind of dangerously. Funny guy gets a nice tap off the wall. Adepto is still in the air.
Well, they both go up for it. Again, we're not quite sure how much communication is going on here. I mean, well, it's not just communication, it's just trust. Sometimes
Exactly.
there's just not enough time to communicate. You just have to know each other's play style. And maybe they don't know each other's play style quite as well. They haven't played
Exactly.
together as much.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You need to have some good strategies and stuff that you just know that you can fall back on. That's what you work
Exactly.
on as a team.
And that's what distinguishes the very, very best teams in the world from those that are just slightly beneath them is their, I guess you could call it Twitch communication.
And we're not talking
way.
about streaming. We're not talking about the chat.
No, their Twitch communication and muscle communication is just better in the very top teams. They can just put together some fantastic moves, even when they're not really communicating about it. They just know each other's playstyles so well.
Exactly. You know, last time, at the very end, we were really going on about the synergy that Kings of Urban had.
Oh, Azzy and Crouch on the wall there, just stuck in a deadlock between, well, just between each other.
Oh dear.
That could have been very dangerous for both teams.
Crouch is putting
Of
it
course.
right up into the corner. It bounces off the...
That must be a goal there. Oh.
And I think it was stolen right at the end there by Crouch on the line, who we're going to skip to now.
You know, well, you call that stolen. I call that Crouch very nearly stopping it from being a goal.
Yeah,
He
I
tipped
don't
it
think-
up towards Azzy, who could have saved it there.
Yeah, he didn't have much choice in the matter. The ball came straight at him. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure he'll be happy with getting that goal.
All right, Adepto gets the clean kickoff there, hits it straight into the blue corner.
Oh!
Was that an explosion?
Yeah,
I heard an
Crouch comes
explosion.
in, smashes the goalkeeper, and knocks Azzy, the other goalkeeper, out of the way there. That could have been
Wow.
really, really vital for them.
Two birds with one stone. Luckily, the blue team are all three of them are up in the orange half right now. They're being very aggressive. I think they want to just really take the lead right now.
Yeah.
Stop it from being just an equal deadlocked game. Actually put some points on the board.
Finish it off as soon as possible. That's what they want.
Indeed. As soon as you get an early, heavy lead of more than one goal, that's when the other team starts to go, uh-oh, oh no. And they start to maybe take a hit to their morale.
Exactly.
So it's so important that you do that. Again, Sinta and Espeon going up at the same time, you've got a lot of that happening right now. And I'm not sure if it's the best thing. Often with the very best teams, you only get one person going up because they all know that that person is going up. And if you have anyone else out of their positions, then if it goes wrong, you don't know what might happen.
Exactly. This is actually...
Oh.
Oh, that placement by Azzy just puts it right into the top.
You see the way he swings around right here?
Yeah.
I think he was going for the boost, but he decided, no, I have just enough boost to make this happen. And it's a good thing that he did.
Talking about boost, a moment ago I saw Crouch nick a boost just from underneath one of the Apollo 11 players' noses. That was really
straight.
nice.
Yeah, I don't know how much boost was there collectively on the orange team, but it looked like they were all pretty much under the ball. Funny guy tried to go for it, but he didn't get the height on it.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Yeah, as I was saying, Crouch managed to nick one of the boosts just from under the other team's nose, and that's very important. But I haven't actually been seeing too much of what we call the boost game so far in this match.
Indeed, yeah. Maybe we just haven't been looking hard enough.
Maybe. I'm
There
gonna be
is
watching
always
for
a
it now.
boost game.
There's
always a boost game in every single match, but for some teams who really know what they're doing, it's a lot more prevalent.
Exactly, yeah.
And it looks like that might have been a good setup there by for Funny Guy, and it looked like a slightly open goal. There was just a slight window there that he could have used, but
he got the angle on that, but just not quite the right height.
I think Cinder there might have been trying to go for the boost, but he didn't get there.
Oh, as he saves it off the line.
Yeah, right on the goal line there.
Is he just trying to pick up those epic save points?
And Shockwave are just piling on the pressure right now. I think that must be a goal.
It
Azzy
certainly
was
is.
so close. Azzy. Oh. Have a look at this, unless they... Come on, Crouch.
No.
I knew that was going to happen.
Come on, guys.
Never mind, but that was a fantastic goal and a very close goal at that.
Indeed, just under 1 minute left, and still everything to play for. Again, it's so close between these two teams.
Yep.
And it seems as though Apollo 11 have just had the lead throughout everything, but, I mean, look at this pressure that Shockwave are piling on now.
Funny Guy misses the aerial up there, and it could have been a moment of defense for the Oranges, but Crouch immediately hits it back in. It goes a little bit wide. Espeon is forced out of goal, and he's actually going up the wall. This could be turned into a chance if he gets another tap on it.
He does.
And a little hit upwards, Cinta. Oh.
Funny Guy gets the nice save there, but it's still kind of dangerous. No, Crouch takes it over the top. Funny Guy gets a flick on it. It's still down to the 10 seconds left. It's very dangerous.
And if Crouch can get a good hit on this, that's sailing towards the goal. Oh.
Both people up. No one in goal right now. Crouch is still there. Knocks up into the air.
Espeon with a very vital save there. And I think this is going to go Apollo's way again, especially with a deflection like that.
So, blue team, Apollo 11, take the second game, and now things are looking very, very dire.
Indeed. We will have to see if Shockwave... I'm always constantly almost calling them Aftershock. I apologise for that. Of course, there is no more Aftershock. Aftershock doesn't exist.
Indeed, yeah.
Been,
so
sponsored by iBuyPower.
That's right. They're just called Cosmic now.
Indeed. So, but
really
in any case, we'll have to see if Shockwave will manage to fight their way back. They just need one game just to reinstill that confidence in themselves.
They do, exactly. And we've seen that happen before. I think it was in the final, actually the other way around. Apollo 11 went, was it 3 games down before they started fighting back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the different Apollo 11, of course.
Of course, yes. This is
and Azzy seems to love going for those really high wall shots, and he seems to do very well with them.
That's laid up perfectly. Funny Guy gets there just in time.
Goes a little bit over Crouch, who has to twist back in the air to try and get to it.
Went over Crouch, huh? Maybe he was
straight in.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a misplay from Espeon there. He tries to go for the ball, but he didn't. I guess he didn't see Funny Guy. Maybe Funny Guy was obscured behind the ball or something.
Yeah, maybe. And that means that for the first time in this series, Shockwave are now in the lead.
Indeed. Is it the first time? Wow.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well that is exactly what they need to be doing. Funny Guy goes for the aerial and misses. Adepto going up there. Everyone's missing the ball. Just
as you were saying last game, what you really want to be doing is getting that early lead and knock the confidence out of the other team, knock the wind out of them.
Cinta with the defensive wall hit there. He tries to follow it up. Adepto is the only person in goal, and now Funny Guy is in goal as well. Azzy is just waiting on the side, waiting to pick it up. But it looks like it's going the orange way.
Adepto knocks it in against the wall, but I don't think there's anyone quite there to follow that one in. Epsilon.
It's a little bit tentative right now. I think in the first minute you do get quite a tentative game often from these types of teams. And they're both putting on a very solid defense. Neither of them are really committing to a 3-man attack.
Exactly. And
that was a lovely little hit by Crouch. Little dribble around one of the blue defenders. Attackers, rather.
We're definitely not seeing the same type of aggression that we saw from Apollo 11 last time that we were here in Cup number 11. It is a completely different animal. Look at that shot. Funny Guy walloping it into the near corner.
He got exactly the right angle on that. And who was it in goal? Cinta was in goal, but he couldn't even react. There was no time to save that at all. He had to preordain? No, that's not the word. Predict.
Yes.
Oh.
A knock above the bar, but Crouch is going to be able to take that one out.
That was actually a very similar shot to the one that was just scored against them. So I'm wondering if they... I think these two teams have very similar play styles, actually.
I've got to say, yeah, it's like a brick wall hitting a brick wall here.
Indeed. And Azzy again with a wall hit. That's looking very dangerous. I don't even know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
There was a bit of lag on our side. I think Crouch might have managed to flick it on. But in any case, it is looking still looking very dangerous for the Oranges.
Oh, that came down right in front of Funny Guy. I thought for a second he might knock that into his own goal.
Yeah, Sinter had a chance there, but he just misses it.
Sinter
Oh, and
hits the
another
bar.
chance, just hits the bar.
Azzy comes in but gets knocked off course. He almost had that goal there, but is now heading right into the blue territory. Fortunately for them, I don't think there's an Orange player up to actually cause any havoc with it.
Yeah, I think that might have been a little bit of a mistake. I mean, yeah, you're 2-0 up, but you still need to really apply the pressure. And I think maybe they're being a little bit too tentative at the moment. They need to put on some more pressure and try and really break Apollo 11.
Exactly. I mean, we're halfway through the match. This is when, you know,
That that angle.
How did he manage to keep that ball down? That was amazing.
Yeah.
He gets
Adepto there just didn't really know what to do.
I think
And ends up actually hitting it into his own net.
Adepto had only just got back to goal, I think, which meant he had no momentum towards the ball. Yeah, so he couldn't do much with it.
You really can't do much with shots like that, as we both know from experience.
So we do.
Funny Guy going up for the aerial there. It's on target, but it's a little bit weak. That's for Sinter to clear up.
As
if
is
anyone
up.
can get a touch to that,
That was dangerous.
was very dangerous.
Epsilon is keeping it in play. Bounces down in front of the goal. Sinter.
Oh. I'd like to point out that a lot of the time, because Rocket League is so high octane, so fast paced at the high level, you often get chances that don't really look like chances. They just look like more game. But it's just because something didn't go quite right. But if it had just been slightly different, then that would have been a clear goal.
Exactly.
And there are so many of them that happen.
Everything
They happen every second.
Everything you see from these top teams is done for a reason. It's rolling along the line. That was close.
That was very close. Was that deflected off one of the Orange team. There were two players there in defence, and they were practically on the same spot there. That must be a goal. Off the crossbar. Can Azzy clear it up? Nope. Off the back.
Too high again. Epsilon knocking it down. Adepto can clear that away. No. Epsilon back in again. Azzy's going to follow it.
That must be a goal. It's not a goal.
Funny Guy keeps it out.
Wow.
Sinter is still there.
They are trying so hard to get the equaliser right now, but I think Adepto is going to clear it. Just give them a little bit of breathing space, chance to maybe grab a few boosts or something.
Grab a few beers.
Grab a few beers as well, you know.
Chill out.
Whatever works for you. Adepto there, here's the last line of defence. He needs to really get it out of that corner. It's been in there for far too long.
They're so intent on keeping it there. They don't want to let it into their half at all. They just, you know, they're going all three of them up right now. This is the Apollo 11 that we remember from the previous one.
Indeed, and it's exactly what they need to do, and that was what happened in number 11 match, Cup number 11. Apollo were at their best when they really needed to put on the pressure.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's exactly what they're doing here. So that hasn't changed, even though two of the players have.
Sinter is staying up in the orange half, just seeing if he can get to anything, but the ball lands there. So they bring one back. Shockwave. Let's just add that to the scoreline.
So 2-1 now, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Alrighty, so it is still the case that if Apollo 11 get one more match, then that will be the end. They will advance into the round of 16.
Exactly, but perhaps the orange team have more momentum now. Can they keep it with them? Is it on their side? But judging by the final minute of that match, I think Apollo 11 have something to say.
We've seen some great stuff from both of these teams, so I don't really know which way it's going to go. I'm no longer as sure that Apollo 11 are going to win after that display in the last game. Maybe Shockwave can bring it back. I mean, it's certainly been known to happen. I mean, reverse sweeping is, you know, we've got a term for it. It's reverse sweeping, so it happens a lot.
I'm going to say it's down to what happens in the first half of this match. Who's going to win?
Well, the whole match, the whole series,
yes,
you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think that Well, obviously, if Apollo 11 can get the early lead and start piling on the pressure, then they're going to have it. They're just going to take it and run away with it. Oh, God.
I didn't see Adepto there. I thought that was a completely open goal.
Yeah, I thought that was for a
worried
second
me.
too. On the other hand, I think that if Shockwave can really start, doing what Apollo 11 were doing in the last minute of that match, start getting goals, that was really close, then I think that's going to be all the confidence they need when they go into the final match.
Wow, Crouch really bolted it towards his own goal there. He had faith in Adepto to clear that, I guess. Or he just made a huge mistake. Hard to tell, really, but in any case, Crouch hits it hard upfield into the blue half, and it is hit straight back into the orange corner. Crouch just gets a tip on it.
Luckily that he did, really, because that was going right towards the goal, and even after he hit it, that was still looking very, very dangerous.
It's a high ball going up onto the I don't suppose it's called the backboard anymore when it's that wide, but certainly going back far into the blue half. They need to just play for time, get a few boosts, and then form an organised attack, I think.
Espeon doesn't quite manage to get the wall hit there, which left them in a little bit of trouble. It's now bouncing back.
Cinder is completely out of position there. He goes up to try and tap it off the backboard, but misses, and that just left him in the air. He couldn't do a thing.
Exactly. Funny Guy was just right there, ready to pop it in. There was nothing that could be done.
Oh, from the same side, those two players went up for the kickoff, and that just pushed the ball aside for what was basically a centre on the midfield, on the halfway line. So that you get a lot of very, very quick goals happening exactly like that because of those kinds of kickoffs. If Azzy had just hit it to the side there instead of trying to go for the goal.
I know, a little bit of a juke might have actually taken it round in then.
Espeon was waiting for the pass there, but maybe it wouldn't have worked out. Who are we to say?
Who are we to say, indeed? It's actually coming up to the middle of the match, and yeah, I know that Shockwave are in the lead, but it's only by one goal, and I couldn't say for anything that the aggression has been all on their half, so...
Definitely. Oh, Funny Guy got a little tap on that. That could have been a very clean goal, but just went wide. Espeon trying to clear it up, but completely misses the ball. Funny Guy again just misses, just goes above the goal.
Cinder didn't quite manage to get the defensive tap on that, so it's still a little bit dangerous, but now Azzy can clear it away.
Right now we are seeing a lot more aggression from the orange half, from the orange team. And I don't know, maybe does that still count for the first half of the match, do you think?
Yeah, why not?
So what you're saying is that Shockwave are going to win this. They're going
that's
to
what I'm
take
saying.
this match
okay.
and the next one.
That is my prediction. Are you going to predict against me, as is our form?
Of course. I must. You got both Apollo 11 players, well, 2 out of 3.
Empty goal at the back there, as he's racing back.
Just need to buy some time, but that's actually a centre there. Adepto with the ball just hit aside.
Very hard, but not quite accurately enough.
I think Azzy got a little tap to that. That's why I went so wide. Oh, wow. I don't know what happened there. Just looked like a junkyard in the middle of the pitch there. Everyone crashing into each other just slightly.
We're watching Funny Guy at the moment. I'm just realising that he's got very Brazil colours and a Brazil flag. I'm wondering if he's predicting something will happen in the course of these games.
I wonder. Or maybe he is Brazilian.
Maybe. He might be.
Or maybe he is a... Oh dear, I wasn't expecting Azzy to miss there. That's looking a little bit dangerous again. Again, constant pressure. It's really... It seems to be a little bit less even now. And Apollo 11 need to pile on the pressure a lot more than they're doing currently if they want to consolidate their victories.
Honestly, I think that Apollo 11 are looking a little bit desperate right now. Wow. And
how is that not in? And Espeon with a fantastic clearance there, just in the nick of time. And Cinta there to carry it away into the orange half. If he gets another hit on this, Espeon again just saved by Crouch.
But still dangerous. Funny Guy's going. Oh, I can't believe Funny Guy missed that one. That could have come in at 1,000,000 miles an hour. No one's back in goal. Adepto is trying to get it back in time. As he hits it against the wall, but Adepto manages to knock it the opposite way.
I think maybe the pressure is getting to them a little bit. It's still so dangerous. Adepto.
Adepto manages to knock it across the goal line, but Espeon was already there.
Talk about the pressure getting to you. If Adepto had just turned it instead of trying to wallop it away across the goal line, then that may well not have been a goal.
5 seconds left, and it's now equalised. So,
okay. So it is now anyone's game.
It
I
really
was
is.
just talking about how aggressive Shockwave were being, and how aggressive Apollo 11 need to be, but weren't being, and now they seem to have heard me.
they did indeed. Maybe they're listening again. I think it was Apollo last time who were
dear.
listening.
That went straight over Espion, and Sinter was busy going for the boost. So there was actually no one in goal there. That could have been very dangerous.
Ooh. Sinter getting
Sinter
another
double
nice...
tap.
But that's knocked away now. Azzy's going to follow it up. He's going up for it as well.
Crouch hits it away, and I think that is going to be Adeptos to clear, but he doesn't quite get the pinch that he wanted on the ball.
Esbjorn knocks that straight towards the goal. Both of them are up.
Oh, that is completely clear goal. That must be the end.
Both of them jumped up into the air, and that's going to be the end of the series.
Oh, if only Crouch had not gone up for the ball there. But you can kind of understand, considering the two positions of the players there, you would have expected the further back person to be the one saving it. But as it happens, they both went up for the ball, and there's just nothing that you can do when you're both in the air like that.
Indeed, you could call it a lack of communication, but again, sometimes there's not enough time to react to things like that. Maybe that's just about knowing the team's, your own team's play style, and maybe not.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that means that Apollo 11 are through to the next round. So we are going to find out what match is going to be coming up next, and we're going to get on that as soon as possible.
Indeed, we'll be right back.